again, we were chatting.
We were busy chatting because we had to catch up because I wasn't,
Yeah.
I had to
I
fit in on everything.
really should put a gag order on you, because she stops eating, y'all. So this is what's really bad. She stops eating so that she can tell me the stories that she wants to tell me.
Before I forget.
But then I'm like, but now you're going to just repeat everything you just said again the next hour.
You've heard it. It's way down in there then. You can't forget it. That's
and I'm like, you need to finish eating, Debbie. The food's been in front of you for 50 minutes. Like, it's cold.
My story of my life, guys. Story of my life. Whatever.
At any rate, I'm sorry I didn't get anything on Instagram. The Instagrammer people's, they just out of luck.
Out of luck.
Too bad so sad for them.
Hopefully their ding will come through on the YouTube.
On the YouTube
to let them know
this is why you gotta follow us everywhere. Because we never know where the hell we're gonna tell you we're on.
We're never gonna tell you where we are, or where I am, or whatever's going on. So
nope.
Whatever. Oh, what is that? That's cool.
Oh, that'll come up in just a minute. I just wanted to get it within reach. Sorry.
Got some stuff. So it is Sunday, August 25th, episode 196. 2
days after my daughter's birthday.
2 days after her daughter. Happy birthday, Tori. I'm a little bit belated late, so sorry that I didn't get in.
You were on a boat.
Yep.
You were on a boat for her birthday. She was probably in a canoe or a tube.
Good morning, Virginia from Delaware.
She went up north
on a canoe
in Minnesota. No, to a cabin.
Oh, okay.
To spend a long weekend with friends.
Okay, well that's kind of nice to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good idea. I was in it. Hi, Nancy. We were just got back last night from the Caribbean.
She's texting me this morning, I'm running late. And I'm like I was expecting that.
Yeah.
You just got here.
Yeah.
You just stepped foot on this big rock.
Had a little bit, few issues, wonderful issues with the airlines on the way down, but finally got my bag, finally got everything together. But coming home, it was smooth sailing this time. So
well, that's good. That's because you had a great captain who
got us on the ship and everything. Yeah.
And got us off the ship.
We were on the Celebrity Beyond. Oh my God. And the female captain, Captain Kate McHugh. But like this big. She's this big. And she's got she looks like she's 12 and she's running this cruise ship.
Big cruise ship.
And she's just amazing. It was so much fun. We had such a good time. It really was.
It's the space. It's like a space age cruise ship.
Oh, it is. It's so unreal. You get upstairs in the buffet. It's got big windows. I mean, really big windows, double-decker type windows. And it's all open and it's this huge buffet, just a huge. And it's got Latin station, Mexican station, chilled, bakery, you name it. It had it up there and it was amazing. I think I missed those Celebrity on their smaller ships on their, I think it's the Solstice class or something, but the one we were on, they had an atrium that was open all the way to the top. And
in the center of the ship.
In the center of the ship and midship. And it was really nice because you saw the light all the way down. And when you were in the library, you had light and stuff.
Natural light.
Yeah, natural. Not,
because it was open above.
Yeah. This one on 3, 4, and 5 is a big open area. And it's artificial light. And you know that. And that was only the cafe had windows. So it was just the one side of the ship. And then there was a little bistro tucked around in the corner that had windows.
Okay.
But they actually had a craft beer, a social bar that had little bar bites and they made craft beers and stuff like that. Really cool. And then they took away this beautiful sky lounge that they have on the other ones with all the open windows in the front of the ship.
In the front.
Beautiful. And
they took that away?
Yeah. It's a rooftop garden. So it's outside, but it's got all these plants and these huge umbrellas.
Cool,
yeah, huge umbrellas, and it was comfortable. And then you kind of.
But it was open to the.
But it was open to the elements.
It was open to the elements, so you could.
Yeah,
it would be breezy.
But on deck 5, you walk through this tunnel of. I think what they're going to do someday is probably do an immersible art sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it has these little art. It's like this eerie music, and it's black floor, black walls with these silver.
With all the LED lighting.
Yeah, and these silver things that kind of come up and look like chairs, but you're not sure, and these rocks sticking out from the wall. So you're walking in there going, huh? What?
Can't see anything.
Yeah. Well, if you come on the other side, it's called Eden, and it's beautiful. That's their replacement for the Sky Lounge. It's a
Yeah.
couple layers. You walk up, beautiful back view of the ship, and it's just amazing. And I sat down in this one little spot, and I thought, oh, this is really kind of cool. And then all of a sudden, I hear this tinkling music, and I'm like, yeah.
Like rain tinkling.
Tinkling? No, like me, like the little chime,
Okay.
almost like steel drums.
Okay.
Like that sound. And all of a sudden, then you hear a little bit of water flushing by. Oh my God. And then there's no close bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
It's
So
totally
here
turned on.
You're like, great,
Yeah.
Somebody turn on a faucet. Now I have to go pee.
Yeah, that was exactly it. Just as I was
You come inside from the cold, you got to go pee.
Yeah.
Like,
and I was sitting there and I was just getting my pillows right and everything. And then all of a sudden it was like, shoot, I got to get up and go pee now. And I got to go back through the tunnel to find the bathroom. So I thought, okay, don't sit here, sit by the back window, and it's much better.
Yeah.
And they have a couple of those funky chairs that are on swings.
Yeah.
That you can get, if you climb in, good luck getting out.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Because you have to back out. I have to back out, because I'm sitting with my legs like hot. Okay, now what do I do?
Yeah, because you can't touch the ground
I
once you get into it.
Exactly.
You got to kind of like hop into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So other than that, and they have 4 restaurants that you can eat dinner at. You're assigned one, but you can go to any of the 4 and you can get any of the food that's available in the other ones in your restaurant. And so they eat Italian, Mediterranean, French, and then kind of general.
Yeah.
And so it was so cool. We had so much fun. And our room was a balcony with the funky window that goes down.
They have these newly designed rooms where you don't have like a deck door going to your deck.
No.
It's solid glass.
Yeah.
And they slide like
Accordion.
Captain Kirk style.
Yeah. Accordion type doors.
Like this.
Yeah.
To kind of open up, all electric.
And then it has a shade that comes down electronically, or the window goes halfway down. So you can sit out there and look right out your balcony and enjoy your air conditioning without having to worry about all that heat coming in your room. So
Angela wants to know what pattern you use for your ducks.
I
think that's what she says.
Yeah.
I don't have my glasses on. I'm so sorry.
It's a purchase. I went online. I don't know the name of it. I went online and purchased it, or Etsy, I think, if you just typed in one of it, and I bought the pattern from there. Maybe Stringy Dingy could be her. There are several free ones on Ravelry, if you see them, and free knitting patterns or something like that. They had a couple of ducks.
You've been just doing crochet
I
ones.
like the crochet ones. And the thing what I like,
they go a lot faster anyway.
Yeah. And what I liked about this is because when I used the bulky, it made a big, and I didn't have to change the pattern.
Right, because you just changed the hook size.
I just changed this hook size. And so then you get this big duck out of the same sort of thing. And I did enjoy it. But yeah, I'll make a note to check
back next week. She'll make sure she has that pattern.
Yeah.
I'll text her. And
Actually, I have to start making them because we're going on a Carnival cruise.
Oh.
And I thought, and we're all gone over, and I have to make some ghosts. I ordered the little duck charms so I could put the little duck charms on the little ghost.
Yeah.
For Halloween, because we're gone over Halloween. So coming back to the States. So I figured everybody will know. Yeah, what it is. So anyway, but yes, I'll check on that for you. No problem.
Speaking of ghosts, I have Grumpy Ghosts. I put Grumpy Ghosts up on our Etsy shop.
Oh,
she hasn't seen any of these, y'all.
No, I haven't.
Look at this Grumpy Ghost.
Oh my gosh. Oh, he has to be. Oh, my hand. Oh, heavens. Oh my God, you just lost this guy. Isn't he adorable?
He's grumpy.
He is
He's a grumpy ghost. So he comes, that's like a little mini knitter's because it comes with 5 stitch markers, and then the ghost does a progress keeper. Yeah,
and then white,
he's grumpy.
And then white and
gold.
Oh,
white and gold rings.
How fun is he, Grumpy Ghost?
Maybe you should put some Grumpy Ghosts on. No, because for your ghosts that are.
Oh yeah, but
no.
I got the ghost, and then I'll put the little duck on his arm. When I put his little arms on, then I put put that thing.
Have the
that's
ghost
so
holding
cute.
the duck. That'd be perfect.
That would be perfect. Yeah.
Just stitch him right in.
Yeah.
Like a bead. Yeah,
There you
just
go.
stitch the duck into the ghost.
So yes, I will get that for you. But they did have plenty on Ravelry too. There were a couple of them on Ravelry.
I see them all over the
knitted.
place.
Yeah,
But I
they
mean,
have
if
it.
she wants your specific one that you're using.
It was, and it's so simple, believe me. And
Yeah.
what I like about it is because you do the head, and then you decrease for the
neck part.
and then you increase back for his butt. Out here.
Right. For
And
his
a lot of
back
them,
and tail.
yeah, a lot of them just give you a ball.
Right.
And I like the back tail part.
Yeah.
And the pattern that I bought, even you could make flamingos by changing up things.
Oh,
And
sure.
it even told you how to make little flippy feet and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So I'll get it next
get
week
it.
for sure. I'll go home and forget, but then I'll remember.
I'll text her.
She'll text me and tell me. So we'll have it. I got to get going on them anyway.
Yeah.
Because I got to get them up for the ship so that they
Yeah.
have them on the ship. Because I'll be on the Carnival ship
Yeah.
from Singapore.
You have to have those. Yeah, and you're on it for quite a while. So you could probably make 30 more of them while you're on the ship.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. We actually stopped 7 days. 7 nights. 7 days we are someplace else. Otherwise, the other 18 days are sea days.
Yeah.
I know. And people are looking at me like I'm crazy. And I said, no way.
Morning,
I said,
Colleen.
I love them. I love the sea days. It's just so relaxing. You don't do anything. And this ship is in dry dock, and we have no idea what it's going to look like when it comes out.
Right.
We know the size. Obviously, they're not going to make it bigger.
Right.
And
right.
they're not going to shrink it down at all. So
But you
that's
don't know
all
what
set.
it looks like.
But we don't know what it's going to turn into. All they have is the old pictures. And then when they post, like on the one blog site, they post the old picture, and then all they did put a question mark, or it's fuzzied.
Right. Right.
So I'm thinking, that's not fair.
Nope.
So,
But it's all for a surprise.
It is a
It's all for a
surprise.
surprise.
yeah. And so I'll be sending her pictures from Singapore and Vietnam and Malaysia
Uh-huh.
and Indonesia.
I didn't put any of
And-
yours from this one up.
No, there wasn't anything. It was just
I mean, they
Cozumel.
were cool, but a lot of the ones that I thought were cool were just like on
Of
the
the ship.
inside of the ship. And
Yeah.
I don't think that's what you
Yeah,
guys
and
really
you
wanna
get
see.
better pictures on the website on
of
a
the ship.
celebrity of the ship.
Of the ship
They
itself.
take much better pictures than I do. So
Yeah, but
that's
I
cool.
wanted to see, your dirty underwear inside of your room.
no, not going to happen.
I know.
No, not going to happen. And I even sent my skirt down to get pressed because it was celebrity, and I thought, what the hell? Let them. Because you don't have anywhere to do it. But don't tell anybody. I have my little craft iron with me, and I put in my carry-on bag so they can't see it. And check and take it away from me because you're not supposed to have those. Shh, don't tell. And so that's what I usually use to iron out like a few wrinkles here and there.
Who fucking irons?
I do.
And you have to have.
I'm just one of those people because I wrinkle easily.
I swear to God, so that she could have it with her, she would pack inside the kitchen sink.
I would, yes.
So that she could take that with her as well.
This was 6 days, okay, just 6 nights. And I had a 26-inch suitcase, my carry-on suitcase, my carry-on bag, and that's it. Yeah. And I'll add another bag for Singapore. But I have to have everything. Gail takes nothing. She's like, I didn't bring anything for fancy night. I said, well, you can wear one of my dresses because we're about the same size. And sure enough, she wore my dress down to dinner. And I'm like, now I don't have anything for the second fancy night.
Switch.
We
switch.
did switch.
Just switch.
I wore the skirt and I put a sweater on over it, and it was okay. So it looked all right. So that's how you do. Because sometimes the ships get a little cold. So I always make sure I have plenty of sweaters and a few. But when you get down to the Caribbean, they all wear long sleeves. They wear those wicking, a lot of those surf type.
Because they don't want
Because they don't want the sun. And I can understand that. I mean, Cozumel, I wanted the sun. When we got to Grand Cayman, I didn't want the sun anymore because I had too much sun from Cozumel. So anyway, okay, here we are making stuffies for our, oh, that's so cool. The ducks would be great. I have a couple other patterns too that I have to go on. Go on Ravelry, like I said. They have tons of those little
Oh, hedgehogs.
I don't know what the word
is. Oh my
is.
gosh, hedgehogs.
Hedgehogs are adorable.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
They're
darn cute.
They're stinking cute.
Yeah, I have one. Rhinebeck.
Yeah.
From Rhinebeck. Yeah.
Rhinebeck.
That's why I named him Rhinebeck, and he's right next to me now. I used to travel with him, but then I thought when I realized how expensive it was to get made, I was like, okay, Randy, you need to stay home and take care of my stuff.
And Sharon got her chicken navigator, so she's mounted on the front of her car to navigate for her.
Yeah. But now that Sharon's in Florida, if she's watching, she's probably Shaza or Shaz or whatever, because that's what the name she wanted. And we told her no.
You don't get to pick your own nickname.
We get to call you Chicken Sharon forever. So no matter what.
You're Chicken Sharon.
You're Chicken Sharon.
Too bad, so sad. But since we're on crochet for a minute.
Yes.
And Colleen is on. Colleen, I thought of you when I started doing this because it's crochet. And I thought it would be cool to use up little
fiddle bit type things.
Yeah, so this is a complete square. Well, it's not really a square, hexagon, whatever. It's 5-sided, I think. That's a complete piece.
8 rounds.
I watched a movie last night and did this first one I've done. I was reading the pattern while doing it. I didn't have a hiccup until the very last bit. And I literally had like 5 stitches left and I got a little bit confused. So I was like, Deb, could you read this out loud?
And I did.
And I'm like, okay, all right, I got it.
Now we got it.
But so this is a complete one. And this is going to be my next new, I'm waiting project. So I bring it to work. It goes with me, when my husband's driving, something for me to do.
And it's also like, a movie night thing when you want to pick it up.
And it's free right now, y'all, from Expression Fiber Arts. Yep. There's the pattern name. I believe it's free on Ravelry. I haven't been on Ravelry, but it's free on her website for the moment.
I think until the end of the week.
And she shows you how to make it into a shawl, but I think you can make it into anything you really want to. You can make it into a blanket, a scarf. You could probably figure out a way to do it to make it into a hat.
I would imagine so.
But I think, like
yarmulke, fancy little yarmulke.
Yeah, but do 3 more and you probably have
a nice
helmet.
Yeah.
So I just thought, well, that's kind of cool to use up little bits. I haven't weighed this. I used sock yarn and a size H or a 5mm hook. So it's pretty
cool.
It's pretty loosey-goosey. I would normally use like a 3 for sock yarn, but I thought I really wanted it to be
open
and wave up,
and sometimes when you do the first one, when you're doing these,
right?
It's better to use a bigger one because you can analyze it or sometimes walk yourself backwards to find out where you might have made an error or something. It's just gorgeous.
I thought it was a fun way to use up little bits.
Yeah, it really
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know exactly how much, what the weight is of that, but I had, one of these left. I just thought, we'll see how many I can make.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I'm like my other blankets and such. I'm not going to worry about the colors. I'm just going to make them and throw them into a grocery bag. And then when I start putting them together, I'm just going to start putting them together.
And then she's got other ones that she uses here too. Cool. I like her stuff. She writes well. I mean, they're patterns.
Colleen, this is easy. There's only 8 sections to it.
And you've done anything. It's single crochet, half double crochet, and double crochet with a few slip stitches.
I don't think she's done a half double.
Oh.
But essentially it's a double crochet and then you pull it through all the hooks, all of the loops on your hook.
Yeah.
That's
you
a half
don't do
double.
the extra loop.
This is easy. There literally is not much to this one. But it's just 8 rows and then you're done and you start a new one.
Well, crochet is very much faster anyway.
Oh, it's totally faster.
I started the shawl to donate to Threads of Compassion for the Indiana Donors Network. And I did it's called a drunken granny stitch. You do the 3, chain 2, then do another one, and you move on to the next hole.
Yep.
Very easy, very simple, and I'm using a J hook and Aran yarn, and it went very fast.
Right.
My problem is the way I hold it, the way I hold my yarn. I curl this little finger around it, and with my arthritis now, it gets stuck a little bit in
Do you
there.
want one of those rings to?
I keep telling
I
myself,
wanted to try one, but I just don't.
I haven't done it
I
yet.
should just order some.
I should just do something like that too. But I did thoroughly enjoy. I got like this much of it done from one just this week, and I didn't get that much done on this one. I'm still working on it, guys. See, this is all I got done this week. It takes freaking forever. Let me tell you.
But it's good. That's a lot of rows.
It is a lot of rows, considering it's like almost 40 minutes per row.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I see a hole. Thank God I showed you, because I see a hole. You'll never know.
No, you won't know.
But the bad thing about when you do bigger projects, this thing is not going away.
It doesn't appear to be going down.
It doesn't appear to be. Do you ever get noticed?
Do you want me to wind it into a ball for you?
Nah.
Because that'll look smaller.
No, but it'll go back like this again, and then I'll be pissed.
No, it won't.
No.
It'll look a lot smaller.
Nah, because you'd have to take it from the outside, and this sticks. It's yak. No, it's alpaca, something. Anyway, never mind. No, it's fine. That's what I did this week. I did work on Mikey's hat, though, because I bought a Cozumel pin when we were in Cozumel, because usually I work on my Musselburgh, and I thought, oh, I don't have a Cozumel pin on that bag. I didn't do it. I was like, son of a bitch, I forgot. So I had to take it off, and I ended up putting the Cozumel on here. See?
Yeah.
Because I worked on this guy, so I put it on this one. So I have to do this. And then I think I worked on it in the Bahamas for like 10 rows, so I could put the Bahama one on there.
Oh, sure.
I have like 10 stitches just so I could work it out and get it on there. So and then when I came back, I finally decided to get a Florida one. I'm going to just see if I can just get ones for the states and things like that now and the countries, instead of going to every little city, because after a while it gets to be a bit much. So, and she finished her hat.
I did finish my hat. I promised you guys I was going to get it finished. I don't have any photos. I don't have the pattern up yet, but I did finish the hat.
Isn't it cute? Adorable. I love
my little palms.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
And you made an I-cord tie.
I made an I-cord tie.
Oh my gosh, that took forever.
No, it didn't. Because I got this little. If y'all make any kind of I-cords for anything, y'all need one of these. This thing. I may start knitting with I-cord because this was so much fun to do.
Really?
Yeah, it's a blast.
How do you do that?
Now I gotta go get some yarn.
Yeah.
I don't have any here.
We have to go get some yarn. We'll see what we can dig up, because I'm sure there's no yarn in this house anywhere at all.
No, not at all.
So yeah, this is really cute. It's got an open spot here, and she makes the best pom-poms. I mean, seriously, she really does. It's a little bit large on me. No, we don't have the same size head. What do you think, guys? I could wear it as a helmet. I could roll it up and still use it as a helmet. Yeah, maybe if I put some like ironing board fabric on the inside, I could use it as a detector so nobody can brainwash me. I could do that. Then it'd like zap out. You wouldn't get it.
I did try to shrink it a little bit, but it didn't shrink much.
I have a lot of fun with these tassels.
Yeah.
It'd be like my sheer wig. Woo!
And if you have really long hair, that top of that opens up. And
so you could use it as a ponytail.
It could be a pony hat.
Yeah. So you could wear it a little further back and have a pony hat.
Yeah.
I never have a pony hat because I don't have enough hair. So it doesn't make any difference. Some people get all the luck.
Well, and I got rid of my ponyish.
Yeah, but look how long it's gotten.
I know.
Okay, so she's winding.
So you go up through here and then down through the center.
Okay.
Until you actually get the yarn through.
Okay.
Okay. Then you hook the weight on it.
Okay.
I put a little knot there because sometimes the weight just
Slides off.
slides off and
Okay.
whatever.
Didn't even know you were going to get a tutorial, guys. Look
Nope.
at this. We are full service. Let me tell you. We'll tell you anything you want to know.
Well,
and everything you don't want to know.
and
We
everything
fill
you
you in.
don't-
Yeah.
and everything you don't want to know. Okay. So then there's 4 hooks on the inside of this little jobber, and you hook your yarn over 2 of them across. So you'll hook your yarn through one,
Yeah.
and then you're going to skip the next one.
Okay.
So we're going to skip this one.
Okay. Little fiddly when you first get
Yeah.
started.
The very, very, very beginning is just a tad fiddly.
Okay.
Skip that one. Then we're going to grab onto this one. And then we're going to skip this one.
Okay. Just in the beginning.
Just in the beginning. This is the only time you have to do this.
Okay.
And it comes with this little teeny tiny crochet hook,
Nice.
which is perfect. And I think you can do this with any size yarn. So that's it. I have gone,
One.
see how it's just across.
Okay.
Then you just go. Except you do have to make sure
It
that
picks it.
those ones that you missed, that you skipped over, their little trundles are down.
Okay.
And I just goofed up a little bit,
But-
because I
well,
didn't make sure.
It was impromptu. We didn't practice
Yeah.
that part.
No, we didn't. Oh my goodness.
I didn't even know what it was. I thought maybe it was a new grinder she had for cooking or something like that. So it's like,
No.
and, she's like, we'll talk about this on the podcast. And I thought, well, what are we doing? A baking podcast now?
No.
But I see that. OMG. I have got to have one of those.
And your weight holds it taut.
Yeah.
So I just sat at the couch and did this.
Oh my God. And it makes a nice, cute little clicking sound. Sort of like raindrops falling, but you won't have to get up and go pee. And then there goes your yarn.
That's okay.
That's all right. Oh, look
And then it makes this awesome little I-cord. And I'm telling you, if you do a 3 or 4 stitch I-cord, holy crap, is this ever
my God.
so much better.
That is amazing.
That's why I'm like, I may end up knitting with the actual I-cord.
Oh my gosh, look at that. In just seconds. I love it. And you got that off of?
Amazon.
Of course, the good old Amazon.
But this is tulip, guys, so you can probably get it at Joann's or
any of those.
or Hobby Lobby or whatnot.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I may knit with freaking I-cord, because what the hell? That is freaking phenomenal. What are you doing?
Playing with your butt. Getting her yarn. It kind of got rolled away.
I was just like, at first I was like, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. And then I'm like,
oh my gosh,
holy
it's
buckets.
so cool. And if you're thinking, and if you're thinking of doing for your little guys, like your little toys that they're making,
yeah.
and you want to put a little scarf on them, that thing is perfect.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
then you can make a little I-cord scarf, because I'm getting one of those because now my ducks will have little scarves.
Little scarves.
I-cord scarves.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! That's so cool.
So of course, that's how I did this I-cord. The pattern is written so that you can do it with an I-cord or a slip or just a chain stitch.
Okay,
so,
yeah. Yeah, well, I like the I-cord, but it's a pain in the bahutchi.
It is a pain in the, if you're doing like a 3 needle I-cord.
Yeah,
it is. Or I mean a 3-stitch I-cord.
Yeah,
it just takes forever.
Yeah, it does. I mean, and
it's mindless.
Yeah.
It's mindless. So,
Yeah. I like that. I'm going to get one. I-cord maker.
Yeah.
There we go.
I got that one on Amazon.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I did. So my next project is to actually get photos of this and get it up
Yeah,
and available for you
because
guys.
I want the pattern. That would be a very good one for a cruise.
Yeah, this one would be good for you, Colleen.
Yeah.
It's completely mindless.
Yeah, another one of those.
I mean, not
wonderfuls.
completely, but,
No, but
pretty completely.
close. You know.
There's a little, because this is a fold over just stitched on hem. That's part of the reason why I liked it, because it.
Yeah, she would, and I don't know. I'm just not a fold over hem type. I like this knit one, purl one.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
me. That's what I prefer.
And then it's half pearls, half knits.
Which is amazing
weird
for
me. You don't see it so much on this yarn.
No. But again, this is a great hat pattern for when you have that skeiny yarn, you're not sure what to do.
I think this would,
or even the sock part, and then the if you don't want to make a pair of socks like me, then you've got your contrast. There. So it's nice. Or here, you could do the contrast here with your I-cord maker. I'm gonna make a long one.
I think this one would be. I think this hat would be super fun in like white, red, and then white, so it would look like a Santa hat, sort of.
Oh, sort of Santa-like. That would be cute. Yes, because then you would.
And then you have this kind of vertical-ish sort of spirals.
Yeah,
that go around.
I like that idea. That's a cute idea. And even at the top, you could put that little spiky stuff that people use for to make those scrunchy things.
Oh yeah.
So then it would look like it's fluffy out, and you wouldn't have to worry about it itching your head, because it would be up here, way up here.
You're right.
In the way out of the way.
Way out of the way. But at any rate, this
cool.
will be called Bend and Snap because of the first yarn that I used, which is not this color.
The crochet one was Bend and Snap.
No, no, it was this one.
Oh, okay.
Tori
didn't. Tori.
We're not going to
talk about that one because she was a PEX bed girl, but we still love her anyway.
We do.
And Mom forgave her, even though she's going to talk about it forever.
I will.
Do you ever get those things? You have those things in your life that you're just not willing to get over?
Well, how long did it take me to knit that one again? It took me a while.
It took a while.
But I wasn't motivated, really.
No.
I wasn't.
Well, the weather's changing here in Indiana, not Monday and Tuesday. It's still going to be in the 90s, but we're not going to be.
We're late August.
We're late August and coming into September.
Yeah.
Oh, and the dreadful birthday. And then, fall comes and.
She's going to be 71.
Yeah. I'm not hiding
I said 21, right? 21?
Yeah, 21. No, I wouldn't want to go back for all of tea in China. I love all these young kids who have all these things, but what I've been through, and there's a few things, yes, I would like to go back to change, but then even though if you change them, you're not guaranteed that it's going to go a different route anyway. So, yeah. When they asked me if I'd marry my husband again, I just sort of kind of stumbled by that and don't necessarily answer that question. He's always like, sure. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, you're dumb. Now you have to put up with me because I'm so much older than he is. I'm only 4 years older, but I am older. And I'm getting frail.
You.
I know. My sister's worth 7 years. I know. And we have a friend that was 10 years. I think Scott's quite a bit. Year and a half.
Year and a half.
They're much more trainable. Trust me, guys. If you get them a little bit younger,
they're more trainable.
They're a little more adaptable to what you want them to be. And an engineer is even better. Now, I don't know how common.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Engineers are so much. They get a little more technical, but the only problem is they seem to think that they can fix everything with a screwdriver. And that's not the way.
Well, I think my dad thought that it could be fixed with money or duct tape.
Oh, well, duct tape's another thing that you got to have in the house.
And Folgers coffee cans of screws and nuts and bolts.
Oh, no, we had 5-gallon buckets.
Oh, well, we had 500 Folgers cans.
Oh, my God.
The big ones.
Oh, my word. No,
because each one had its own bucket. Each kind had its own bucket.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, no.
Because you don't want to put this size screw in with that size screw. That would be wrong.
My dad was a mild dumpster diver. Mild, not too much. We did go through it. We did go through it as an age, a time when he was going to the grocery store, but he was off work. And they took the labels off of everything. So you didn't know if you were getting a can of peaches or, a can of sauerkraut because it was dented or whatever. So we did do that for a while. And actually, us kids would go out we thought it was great because we were out and about at midnight. He'd
What
wake us up.
grocery stores did this?
At the home. They were, it's back when I was in my, must have been in the early 60s, late 50s, early 60s. And
Like all of them were that way, or just like those were the
just-
clearance ones?
Those were the clearance ones or something like that. And they took the
Okay,
labels
because I
off
was
when
like,
they threw them out. And they might have been able to turn
they
the
were thrown
labels-
out.
Or they were back in the day when you'd save the label of a can because it had a little, like almost like the green stamp type thing. You would turn those in, and box tops, you would turn them in to get stuff for the school and stuff. So I think that's why the labels maybe came off when they threw things that
Or they were
tinted
expired.
or expired, and you didn't know. So we did that for a while, and then he started dumpster diving in construction sites.
Mm.
And of course, we had buckets and buckets of pipe fittings and connections, and that was what we had to do. He went to bed, and that was somewhat of a punishment sort of thing too. We had to take and put it in the vise and then break the seal, and then the long piece went in one bucket, the little round knee connector went in another bucket, and then you had to take the washers out. Oh yeah, that was my Frank Brown world for a long time. And so I don't know, the guy who ended up buying our house, my dad's house, probably wondered who the hell the plumber was. Because I'm sure they were like, wait, we go from a half inch to an inch to a quarter of an inch to what? No wonder there's no proper flow in this house. So, but every piece of wood on that house, my mom sanded by hand on the floor. We had oak floor, and that hurt when it was the Board of Education, and ouch, that hurt. We had one of those paddles because it had little air pockets in the slash. Ow, it stung. Let me tell you, it was nothing fun. So anyway, but yeah, we had to get 5-gallon buckets when we cleaned out his house. If I threw out one, I threw out at least 300. And he would go past because all the grease used to come in that when you went to fast food places.
Oh, yeah.
And they just got rid of them. Same thing with cigar boxes. I used to be able to pick them up for like nothing at the one store. And then they realized that people were selling them on eBay. So now I can't get them all the time. I love my cigar boxes.
I used to do, when I was in high school, my cousin and I used to do, what are they called? Dioramas.
Oh, yeah.
In cigar boxes.
Oh, my.
So, like, her and I both had these, like, the dollhouses themselves were rather intricate, but the rooms were not.
Okay.
Like like our dads, the engineers,
Yes.
built these
very structurally sound, but
perfect little dollhouses.
Yeah, and square. And the rooms were 12 inches by 12 inches or 8 inches by 8. Yeah.
And the outside was, it was
yeah,
beautiful.
Yeah.
But of course we didn't, they weren't fancy. Like we didn't have lighting and carpets and all this.
I did have lighting, but I didn't have carpet.
Lighting.
I had lighting.
Yeah, we didn't have
My
lighting.
brother did that for me. My brother did that. He was an electrician by trade.
Yeah, we didn't have lighting. We didn't have carpet. They were brown.
Yeah.
Brown floors, brown walls.
Yeah.
And so this was when we were little.
Right.
And then for birthdays and Christmases and stuff, we would get things for a bedroom set or whatever for our dollhouses. Then when we got into high school, her and I decided that we were going to wallpaper and carpet our things. So we were dumpster diving in the decorator stores for like their thrown out wallpaper sample things.
Yeah, those would be perfect.
Scraps of carpet, blah, blah, blah. So we finished up in both of our dollhouses, but then we were on a roll. Like, this is fun. Like, let's continue doing this. So then we were doing like Christmas scenes in the box,
the diorama type things. Yeah.
in cigar boxes. So we had to go to the cigar stores and go,
Uh-huh.
can we buy the cigar boxes from you guys? And they're like, well, no, we'll just give them to you, you know, because they sell cigars singly. So each
Right.
day they're throwing away.
Yeah, hundreds of them.
Probably
I know
not hundreds, but
they're throwing them away.
yeah, they're not keeping them.
Right. No, they
were cardboard boxes.
Right, they were cardboard. When we were kids, and they had the little.
Were they cardboard when you were too?
Yeah,
and not all of them. Some of the higher end ones come in like
in the cedar wood or something like that.
But most of them are
cardboard. Most are cardboard,
and we just take the lid off of them because we wanted it open.
Oh,
we just wanted an open box that you could put up. Yeah, so we would do like Christmas scenes or just a kitchen, and so we would have just that little thin strip of carpet on the bottom. You know,
that'd be fun.
It was fun.
Yeah,
we had a blast.
Yeah, almost like an upscale Lego.
Exactly. Yeah, just like real life Lego.
Every time I would go to Disney, I see all those fancy, structures and stuff. And I know Jamie's done a few. It's like, are these guys ever going to get a real job? And then there's actually a show. There's a show about Legos where they have all these people on and they blow them up, or they do stuff with them and they make these fantastic things in 36 hours. And they have this massive wall of Legos. Everything you can think of is there. And it's and they have these Lego experts. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, they're so cool.
Well, when my brother was here, so my brother likes taking photographs of Matchbox cars, Hot Wheels, and Matchbox cars, and they look like real cars when he takes photos. So of course, when he was here, we had to go over to Meyer because he doesn't really have Meyer where he's at. Right. So he's like, we have to go look at the Hot Wheels and whatnot. Okay, y'all, I had to be educated on this. So we're in the aisle with Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars. Dude, there are limited edition ones, and they come in like 4-packs, 10-packs. Yeah. And they are all number coded. So it's, this line, this is number 6 of 14.
And they made 14. And then, and if number 5 is the rare one, because they only made 12 of those because they want you to
and then this one, it's number 6 of 16. That's just the peg warmer. So because they made 14,000 of these. Yeah. So every place you go to is all these number 6s, and because they're just holding the peg for when the next lot comes in. But that would be so
cool to be able to do that.
I said, how many Hot Wheels do you think you have now? And he goes, I don't know, 5,000 maybe or more. Unreal. He goes, and I pretty much know which ones I have and which ones I don't. He's a member of a group, so they exchange. Yeah. I'm like, y'all are cray. Well, but he's also a Lego geek too. Oh. So we're in the same aisle with the Legos.
Oh, no.
And my husband has started getting into Legos, so he's done like an aircraft carrier and a couple other things.
I want a Death Star. I'm going to get it and have Mikey do it, whether he knows it or not. He'd be good at it, but
Jamie likes doing it.
It's mine. They get to see the critical side of it. Colleen would be really good at it too.
She's also a puzzle person.
Oh yeah.
Colleen is.
Yeah. They had, in fact, that was cool too on this last cruise. They took a corner and they must have asked because they roped it off and they got to leave their puzzle out on a long table.
Oh, cool.
And so it was like
And
there was a note that said, please don't disturb, but you're welcome to add a piece here and there. Yeah. And they had like 6 people out there separating it. It was like this, and it was a building one. I don't know what they were going to do with it.
Oh, like a 3D building?
Home. Now, you can get a carpet for puzzles.
Yeah, where you roll
it up and
but that would only be for flat ones.
Yeah, for flat ones.
But if it's a 3D puzzle.
I think it was a 3D because it looked like either that or somebody was making, or it might have just whatever. But I only saw it a couple of days and then they switched to something else. But yeah, they were doing the puzzles. I thought that was really cool that they left the whole table sitting out there.
That is cool.
And you didn't have grumpy people complaining about that, but they had grumpy people complaining that you were sitting at a 4-seater and there were only 2 of you. But yet there were 2 of you wanting that table.
I've done 2 rounds already.
There you go. See?
Miss Clean. This is mindless.
Mindless. Great. You guys need to think about doing that.
Mindless and small.
And small and easy. And away you go. And
like once it's done, you can throw it into another bag and put it in your yarn room until you have 40,000 of them or whatever.
How many does this thing take?
Well, that particular one, I'm not sure.
Okay. Oh, it's called Flower Cluster. It's a fancy flower coaster. These could be like little
Yeah,
things
if
you could put on the
you
tables.
don't put in the
Oh my
round
God.
8
The sample
they're
size is
coasters.
1,800 yards.
Yeah, that's crazy. While she's looking at that, I will show you guys a new colorway that I put up. These are matte colors in teal, magenta, and yellow called Desert Flower. My brother helped me take the photos of this. My brother, the photographer who did the photos behind, which he doesn't like anymore. Those ones up there. He says he needs to do his fork ones and stuff over again.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, well, I'll take them whenever you do them.
Whenever you do. Yeah.
So he didn't take the photos. He helped me with it. So
Well, that's good.
they look a little different.
Yeah.
I have a new.
Oh, she gives tutorials and everything so you can join the rounds together while you're going. So you could, if you wanted to do it, you could do it in pieces, or when you get there, if you're not sure, you can just do this and then go to the next one. You could. So that you could join it. This is really cool. I might have to do that. But it's a big project and I'll never get it done. So it doesn't matter. As you can tell, guys, I'll get there eventually. You never know. I still haven't touched Stephen West for ages. My sister asked me about that.
Yeah.
She goes, where's that purple one? I said, in a bag. I'll get to it. Right now, I'm still busy doing this thing for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, I still have blankets going and.
Yeah, you got to have stuff that you're working on this time.
Oh, the cardigan one that I'm just not.
No.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're not going to.
I think that may be a blanket.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
One of the things I do, I keep collecting the granny square type crocheted sweaters because I just think they're so cute. Either the squares or one where you make the big granny square and and stuff. And I would really like to do one of those.
I have the yarn.
I do too. I have yarn. And and by the way, Leading Men has their sale through the end of the day. 30% off on everything in the shop.
Oh, well, we have 25% off everything in our shop.
Her shop.
Including the advent calendar. I didn't include the advent calendar
in the summer
for the Christmas in July. I did not include it. But this one includes the
oh my God, you guys should get it. I'm gonna get one.
Includes the advent.
Yeah, I get one if nobody buys it. So only how many you're gonna make?
I'm not saying.
Oh, well, at 45, I'll let you know because I want one. So I have to get one. And I'll put the order in now. So, but you don't, and I'll type in the note. Don't bother sending it.
Yeah, I know where you live. That's what you would say. I know where you live.
I know where you live. I know how to find you. Don't worry, I can find anybody. Trust me. So, other than that, I don't have much else to do. I mean, I just got back. Either. I didn't go through my suitcase or anything.
How long are you here for?
Till October 4th is when we fly.
So you're here all of September?
Pretty much, yeah. I do have a.
Y'all get a treat then.
I have a baby, a number one baby party to go to up in northern Indiana, but I think it's in the afternoon on the 29th. So my great niece turns 1.
Nice.
At the end of in October. So I get to go up and I haven't been able to touch base. She's been doing a lot of work extra and I've been gone and we just haven't been able to get up there. So
right.
Which gives me quite a few days to clean out the storage unit because they're doing Disney themed stuff and Star Wars themed stuff because she's pregnant with number 2. One of those oops sort of situations. And
oopsie daisy.
Even more so because she had an ectopic pregnancy.
Oh.
And they did tell her more than likely she's going to have to do the IVF to get pregnant again. And just on the right moment, just at the right time, I said, oh my word. And so little guy is going to be born in December. So his room is Star Wars, which right then and there I said, oh my God, I can clean out half my house.
Right.
So, and then her husband Gianni just sort of goes, oh my God, she's so over the top because he knows my Disney collection. And he's like, oh no, because he's been to my house. So he's seen all the Disney stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, here we go. We have to figure out. So I'll be dropping off all my old Beanie Babies from Disney and things like that for her when we go up. So I think I'll be here, it would be September 30th. And it's afternoon, so I'll drive back and then I'll be here. And then I'm gone until like 6 weeks because we're spending a week in Singapore and before we get on the ship. And then it's 25 days sailing. And then even though we're getting back to LA, I'm sure it's going to be a bit of a, oh my God.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so I don't think I'll be like up and running, but it's a Tuesday or Wednesday we get back. So I'll be back that following Sunday before the holidays.
Yay.
Yeah. So we can kind of fill you in on everything that's going on. And I finally get to go to Guam. I get to go to Guam, guys. Oh my God. I may never come home. I might have to fly to Hawaii while they're sailing so that I could stay on Guam for a couple of days. I thought about that. I even said that to Mikey. I said, why don't you fly to Guam and then we can stay on Guam? Because every time no offense, I get online with this wonderful convention stuff, which was on the TV, of course, because my sister is very into it. And of course, we had that FOX channel on the ship. And so, of course, we had to listen to all of those speeches and everything going on. And I'm like, okay, Guam, here I come. I want to be part of this. And so, but I do have to get my absentee ballot in before, because I'm definitely going to be gone on election day. Actually, I think we come home on election day. I'll have to check. I'm sure you guys don't care one way or the other. So whatever.
Right.
Make sure you vote. That's all I care. Vote. Whether one side or the other side, it don't make any difference.
No.
Just make sure you vote, because I feel if you don't vote, then you really don't have a right to say anything against it, because you didn't exercise your option to change situations.
Yeah, you know, I'm following this one kid on whatever social media. He's from England. And he's here in the States, and he's doing a lot of content here in the States. He's a foreigner reviewing American food and what it's like to be in the South and all this stuff. And he has this English accent.
Oh, and it's wonderful.
He's so awesome to listen to. And he's getting bombarded with political questions.
Sure.
Right. And he's pretty much, for the most part, I guess what he says is he has ignored it and tried to avoid any involvement at all. And finally he came on to whatever social site it's on. I can't remember. He goes, okay, I'm going to put this right out here for you guys. I don't have a say in voting here in the States. So I don't have a say in I have no foot in the game.
Right.
I don't care one way or the other.
Right.
It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't affect me.
Right.
In
English
in my country
in itself, so that wouldn't be.
So he's like, I have no opinion. Stop bugging me. Stop asking me. I have, I can't vote here. Why would it? Doesn't matter to me at all. So,
well, and it's funny because
if you want it to matter to you, vote.
If you go to the BBC, you get more of the pinpoint, like the top things, what's going on.
You get the Walter Cronkite news.
You do. And then they turn around and start bashing their own world.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do in our world.
Yeah.
So you kind of find out what's going on a lot better when many years ago when we were in Ireland, and I actually found out more about what the candidates were doing than I would have here, because they were bringing out certain things.
Here we get rhetoric and we get bashing of both sides. It's hard to get away from it, and it gets sickening. So I don't want to.
Oh yeah. She's right. Tammy says it's almost time for the Stephen West knit along.
Not with me.
Oh, he's got a new pattern out that's kind of a zigzag. That's just so cool.
No,
God,
zigzag sounds like too many.
Well,
make.
And my niece and I, my Seattle-bound niece, said that she's thinking maybe a trip to Belgium would be okay in the spring. And I said, well, only if we can go to Amsterdam, because I have to go see Stephen West. And she was like, okay, I think I can make my way there. So
yes, it is called Corydallis,
Corydallis.
Corydallis. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce
I
it,
don't
but
either.
there it is for
There
you.
it is. Expression Fiber Arts. Sheathing.
Yeah.
It's 18. Supposedly, it's huge. It's so many.
Yeah, this particular shawl is huge. It's like a small blanket.
It's a 6x6 hexagon. I read on there.
Yeah, and she uses obviously she uses her yarn.
Expression Fiber Arts yarn, which is nice. Her pearlescence worsted is the most wonderful ever.
And hers used what did you say it was like 1800?
1830 yards. Size at the end is 31 by 61 but it's adjustable, and it was 1830 yards.
Yeah.
Each hexagon should measure about 6x6 for adventurous beginners, crocheters. It's for those crocheters who are ready to learn some new skills and stitch combinations. So it's written well.
Really, the only one that's new here for you, Colleen, is a half double, which is super easy to do.
Yeah. So you guys
You've
got
done
it.
all the other ones.
So you never know. Maybe we should do our own crochet along. Nah.
No.
Mm.
No,
we don't.
I'm
We're
not.
not adding that into anything else. So other than that, well,
I'm busy enough with the shop, the Etsy shop.
That's true. And I bet all you guys are sort of.
I showed those. Never mind. I showed them.
And for you guys, kids are going back to school, so moms are trying to get their lives
Kick
back.
the kids out, and then you have more time to knit or crochet.
Yeah, because you don't have the kid to hang out to anymore. Mm-hmm. So whatever. On that note,
we should probably let you go.
Yeah. Thank you all for being here.
Held on to you for an hour.
It's nice to be back. Check out the site, 25% off.
And 30% off of
on Leading Men.
On Leading Men.
Yeah, I just remembered that from this weekend because I did order some. I had gotten Freckled Whimsies. Thank you, Colleen, for enabling me and telling me about the Halloween. It's like 10 months of this, and they're all different themed. And I wanted a couple extra because I think I'm going to do more of the Be Simple variation, or be that one.
Yeah.
I love that shawl. And then adding those little stripes in of the color was so cool. So I ordered some of the little mini skeins because I love Leading Men.
So I still have one of those going. I'm doing the diagonal scarf.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
See?
yeah.
So we got plenty to do.
We have plenty to do.
We'll get there someday. Never not happening. Even like my house, you're never going to see it cleaned. I mean, to the point that you walk in and go, oh, a hoarder doesn't live here. Yeah, I mean, you walk in. The one guy, I have to tell you a story. The one guy comes in, and he's a furnace guy, and he's been coming like every other time. Not every time we get the furnace, but he'd been out sick, and now he's back to work, and he noticed that we got a new door, which has been there for a couple of years. So he's like, "Oh, this looks really nice," and he goes, "Oh, you opened up the hallway too. This is good." And I said, "Yeah, it's all downstairs now." And he goes, "Uh-huh. I bet it is." And he goes, and sure enough, and he sees all the boxes downstairs, and he's like, He goes, "Are you like my wife? She doesn't even know what's in them." I said, "They're all marked. I know exactly what's in each box. This one has jelly rolls. This one has 10 by 10 squares." He goes, "But you have no idea what it is." And I said, "How many screwdrivers do you have? And wrenches do you have?" And he goes, "Point taken." And he walked away. He's a really nice man. I always make his wife something. I used to make his wife something for Christmas all the time. So
round 3 done.
There you go. Round 3. Look how fast. She's just very talented. I'm not that talented.
Yeah, you are. You just can't talk. I can't talk and do that at the same time.
I can't talk and do that.
I was listening to you.
And I like to talk.
Yeah, you do like to talk.
I like to walk too, but I like to talk too.
Yeah.
So that's the sense.
We're going to let you guys go.
On that note, and I know it's not a touchscreen. Hey, Karen, glad to have you back. Hope everything's okay. Colleen and Angie, Angela and Nancy and everybody that we love. Thank you for being here. And see you next week. It's Labor Day next week.
Yep.
Okay. It's not my birthday